Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Neeraj. I created this channel to share my knowledge and experience on different automation tools that are trending in the markets. So I'm starting with the Selenium automation tool, and in future I'll create video on different tools, different testing tools that are having huge demand in the market. So if you like this video, then please share, subscribe, and like my video so that you will get the notification about the further updated videos. So I'm starting with the introduction of Selenium. So in this tutorial, our agenda is we'll discuss about introduction and history of Selenium. We'll see what is Selenium, what are the components of Selenium, and what is Selenium RC, what is Selenium WebDriver. Then we'll see what is Selenium Grid and Selenium IDE. And finally, we'll see in this tutorial why we prefer Selenium or other tools. So this is the introduction of Selenium. What Selenium do? Selenium automates browser. So that's mean we can use Selenium for automating the browser. We can automate all type of web application with the help of Selenium. Second point is Selenium is an open source tool, completely free. So as you can see in the market, there are different type of tools. Some are paid versions and some are open source tools. So Selenium is an open source tool and it doesn't charge anything if you can use it in your project. And Selenium can be executed on multiple platforms, like you can run your Selenium suite on the Windows application, you can run it on Linux operating system, so it support different type of operating system. Also, Selenium provides support to multiple languages. If you have idea of Java language, you can design your test script in the Java language. If you have idea of C sharp, you can design your script in C sharp language. It also support Python, Perl. So it is very easy for the user using this tool because it provides the flexibility of using different languages. Apart from that, it supports different type of open source tool. You can integrate Selenium with different tools like Jenkins, and you integrate it with Cucumber for behavior driven testing. You can integrate it with APM for mobile based testing. So it can be integrated with different tools, and it also can be integrated with different type of defect tracking tools like Quality Center, Zira, etc. So with the help of Selenium, you can do perform different type of testing, like you can do GUI testing, you can do DB testing, usability testing, you can do regression testing, sanity testing, cross-browser testing. You can perform end-to-end testing. You can do business process testing, and you can also do core functional testing. So this is the complete scope of Selenium. So with Selenium, you can perform these type of testings. And this is a history of Selenium. It was initially developed by Jason Huggin in 2004, and the first company in which Selenium was developed was ThoughtWorks. Later on, it was taken by uh, Google, mm, and later on, Dan Fabric and Nelson Sproul created Selenium RC, and Shinya Castani in Japan became interested in Selenium and realized that it could wrap the core code into a IDE module, and they developed a add-on for Firefox browser that we call as Selenium IDE. So this is the small introduction about the Selenium. Selenium is not a tool. Selenium is a portable framework designed for testing web applications. With the help of Selenium, we can perform different type of action on the web application. So it can record those action, and for validating different checkpoints, we can insert the assertion in using the scripting of tool. These are the compatibility factors of Selenium. With Selenium, we can automate our scripts in Firefox browser, Chrome browser, Safari browser, Opera browser, and Internet Explorer. So it provides flexibility of using the browsers. Also, it can support different operating systems like Windows, Mac, Android, iOS, Linux. Apart from that, as I told you earlier, it can support multiple languages for designing the automation scripts like Java, Perl, C Sharp, Ruby. These are the different components of Selenium. Under Selenium, there are different tools, different components like Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver, Selenium Grid, Selenium IDE. So we'll see the introduction of all these components later in this tutorial. So initially when Selenium was developed first time, it was developed by ThoughtWorks Inc. and that was the Selenium first version. So during that time they developed three components of Selenium, Selenium Core, Selenium IDE and Selenium RC that we called as remote control. After that, as the development process further it would be taken by Google Inc. and they developed the Selenium 2 version, and they created the Selenium WebDriver. Selenium WebDriver is the integration of Selenium Core and Selenium Remote Control. These two component merges, and they will develop Selenium WebDriver. And another component developed by Google Inc. that is Selenium Grid. Let's start with Selenium IDE. Selenium IDE is an integrated development environment for Selenium script. It is an add-on with Firefox. So Selenium IDE is generally a recorder uh, for recording the Selenium scripts, and it is used as an add-on in Firefox browser. So it can record and play back your scripts, and later on after recording the script you can also modify your scripts in Selenium IDE to run on Selenium WebDriver also, like you initially. Uh, Selenium IDE create the scripts in HTML format, and you can export those scripts into different formats like Java, C Sharp, and you can use those scripts to be executed on Selenium WebDriver. And also you can modify your test after recording the test to Selenium IDE. You can insert the assertion, and you can also modify some steps. You can also add some steps in the script created by Selenium IDE. These are the features of Selenium IDE. Selenium IDE provides a record and playback feature. Like you can record your script and play back the same script after recording. It is a internal feature of intelligent field selection, like it can recognize an object by using the ID by name of the element or by XPath. It can also be used. It also has a feature to autocomplete the commands. It also has the feature of debug and set breakpoints. Like if you want to debug your script, you can set a breakpoint in between the script, so automatically your script will run to that breakpoint only. You can save your test in different formats, like default format is HTML, or you can save your script in Ruby format or Java format or any other format that's supported by Selenium. It has the option to automatically assert the title of every page. You can put the assertion on the title of every page. This is the UI of Selenium IDE. We'll discuss about this Selenium IDE in our next tutorials. Next component of Selenium is Selenium RC, that is remote control. Selenium RC provides an API and application programming interface and library for each of its supported language. So this ability to use Selenium RC with a high-level programming language to develop test cases also allow the automatic testing to be integrated with a project automated build environment. So Selenium RC generally act as an intermediate between the uh, your running application and the Selenium core component. So it is acting as a mediator and provide the application programming interface to interact with the application under test. So we can also call Selenium RC as Selenium 1. This is the architecture of Selenium RC, how Selenium RC work. So if you can see in this image, initially we have our code in that was designed in different languages like Java, Ruby, Python. Then at the end point we have different browsers like Internet Explorer, Firefox or Safari, and between them there is a remote control server. So it is acting as an intermediate, and it is uh, it is creating a communication between the browser and the code that was written by us to test and web application. Next component is a Selenium WebDriver. Selenium WebDriver is a successor of Selenium Remote Control, which has been officially deprecated. After the after the development of Selenium WebDriver, the developer of Selenium deprecated the uh, Selenium remote control version because that version is having some drawbacks that we'll see later in this tutorial. Selenium WebDriver is a collection of language-specific binding to drive a browser. So with Selenium driver, we don't need to use an intermediate between the application and our code. Selenium WebDriver directly interact with the browser, so there is no need to install any intermediate between the two. WebDriver is designed in a simpler and more concise programming interface, along with addressing some limitations in Selenium RC API. We can also call Selenium WebDriver as Selenium 2 because it is a combination of Selenium 1 and Selenium WebDriver. So we can also call it as Selenium 2. This is the architecture of Selenium WebDriver. It is providing language binding to different programming languages that we are using Java, C Sharp, Ruby, Perl, Python, PHP, and on the other hand, it provides support to different browsers like IE, Firefox, Chrome, Safari, and Opera. The next component is a Selenium Grid. Selenium Grid can run large test suite and tests that must be run in multiple environments. Selenium Grid is generally used for running our test suite in parallel, that is generally used for parallel execution of the test script. We can run more than one test scripts in the single instance. Like we can run parallelly three scripts, we can run parallelly four scripts, and with Selenium Grid it is also possible to use uh, different operating system and different browser, different version of browser and different kind of browser at the same time for running different scripts. As an example, suppose your one script you need to execute your first script on Windows environment and you need to execute your second script on Linux environment parallelly, so it is possible with the Selenium grid. Apart from that, you can also execute different script on the different browser. Like you can run your first script on Firefox browser, you can run script second script on the Chrome browser. Apart from that, you can run your script on different version of browsers also. Like if you want to execute one script on i10 and want to execute second script on i11, it is also possible with the Selenium grid. So tests can be run in parallel with simultaneous execution. It allows for running your test in a distributed test execution environment. Used to run your test against multiple versions of browser and browser running on different operating system. It reduces the time it takes for the test suite to complete a test pass. Suppose your test suite is taking 1 hour to execute all the scripts, and if you are using Selenium Grid and using parallel execution for two scripts at a time, so definitely it will decrease your test execution time. This is the architecture for the Selenium Grid. As you can see, at the low level there is a code that we need to execute, and in between there is a Selenium Grid server. This server provide uh, the server start executing the scripts based on the requirement, like it's running two scripts on Windows, one on Linux and one on Mac server, and in Windows it is using Internet Explorer for running one script, Firefox for second script. Similarly, on Mac machine it is using Firefox for running one script and Safari for other. This is the difference between Selenium and Selenium RC and Selenium WebDriver. It will tell us why we are preferring Selenium WebDriver or Selenium RC. What are the drawbacks of Selenium RC? First point is the browser control. If you can see in the left image, for interacting with the browser, you need to use the Selenium remote control server in between. So every time you need to execute your script, first of all you need to start that server, and after that it is possible for you to communicate with the browser. And on the right side image, it is showing how WebDriver is communicating with the browser. So in this there is no intermediate server required for communicating with the browser, that you can your application and details can directly communicate with the browser. Second point is the speed. So Selenium RC is bit slow while comparing it with Selenium WebDriver, because as described above, RC uses a JavaScript program to control the browser, which is called a Selenium core. So with the help of JavaScript program, it is controlling the browser. So definitely, if a script is running behind the browser, it will definitely affect the speed of executing the scripts. But in WebDriver, it is much faster than Selenium RC, because in that browser directly communicate you can directly communicate with the browser without any intermediate requirement. Third point is the application program interface. The programming interface of Selenium RC is bit complicated, and developer faces the issue more often in selecting which key to use, because in that commands are of similar type. Like for typing, use type command. There are different type of keywords available, type or type key. So user of the Selenium RC get confused which command to use. But in WebDriver we have a large set of command, and all set of commands are very simple and also not redundant. So it is very easy to use Selenium WebDriver as compared to RC. Fourth point is the browser support. Selenium RC doesn't support headless browser. Headless browser is the HTML unit browser. It is also termed as headless because it is invisible and GUI less. So Selenium RC does not support that browser. WebDriver, on the other hand, support HTML unit browser, which is GUI less, and it is also very fast browser and no need to wait for page element to load. Finally, we'll see why we are using Selenium or other tools. What are the features of Selenium that are beneficial to us so that we can prefer Selenium or the other tools. First point is it is most powerful open source automation tool available because it is providing support to different type of languages and different type of operating system. It is highly extensible. By extensible, we mean that we can integrate Selenium with the other automation tools, other open source automation tools or defect management tools that are available in the market. So we can increase the scope of Selenium by extending the Selenium and integrating it with other open source tool available in the market. It provides a wide range of support to different platforms as compared with the other tool. It provides supports to the parallel testing, which is a very unique feature. It is easy to use and it provides integration with different automate defect tracking tools like ALM, Quality Center, and Zira. So that's all about the first tutorial. So we'll meet in the next tutorial. So thanks for watching my video. If you have any queries, then please drop me a mail to theqamentors@gmail.com. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe the channel to get the details about the new videos. Also, please share our channel link to others so that we would be able to share our knowledge to large number of people. Thank you very much for watching the video. Happy learning.